It is our third season in the Premier League, and we are currently sat 5th place in the table after 2 games. We've played Watford and Brighton and beaten them both, but it is the start of a new season, which means there is a lot of transfer business to talk about. 8 players have joined the club, and quite a few have left as well. 3 big name players leaving the club. Stefano Volpe leaves the club for a second time, this time for much less than what we actually sold him for in the first season, but we still made a profit. I don't understand how we keep making money from Volpe. Alan Roberts has also left the club. Couldn't really get too much first team football last season because of how good Darko was, so he's moved over to France apparently. We've picked up nearly £8 million. That is a massive bit of money for a player who we randomly found in Korea. And we have also sold Momcilo Babovic. He has gone to Leeds for about £15 million. This one is a bit of a risk, obviously. Selling him to another English side is a problem. Selling him for as cheap as we did might not have been the best plan either. We have spent about £68 million in the summer. 2 players have joined from Aston Villa. £16 million for Bertrand Balloch, who is a real man. They still exist in our world. He's 32 years of age now. We needed ourselves a very good central defender, and that is one of them. And I said one because Jean-Francois Lambert is also a very good central defender signed from Aston Villa. Now, before you point things out, I'm fully aware Villa got relegated. We are also not a very good Premier League side. We're not going to be getting the best players in the world. We are going to have to pick up the scraps from teams who basically underperformed, and that's what we've done, I think, with Lambert and Ballon. We also signed 2 children from Chelsea. Chidibiri Effiong has signed on a free transfer, and hopefully he's going to go out on loan. And signing from Tottenham is Don Carson. Again, hopefully he's going to go out on loan as well. And we are not done there with defenders either. Rashid Benjaloon has signed from Wydad Casablanca. He's an Italian and Moroccan central defender. He has cost £3.1 million, potentially rising to about £9 million. But he is 20 years old and he does not expect to be playing football just yet, but he is probably our 3rd best central defender. We've also completed the permanent signing of Francis Hudson, who is now 28 years of age. I'm hoping there's still room for him to get better. I don't think that he will do, but I'm hoping there might be a little bit more room for him to improve a bit. But yeah, he's come in. He did alright. 4 goals in 14 appearances so far for the club. Stephen Burns has also joined the club for one main reason. I say one, two reasons. He's very good for a start, but also he's English. He's signed from Crystal Palace. He's cost about £21 million, I think, £20 million. So, I mean, it's a lot of money, isn't it, from a championship side? But I think he's good. He's very fast at the very least. And finally, we have got ourselves a left-back who should be able to play for us. Tong Songtao is a Chinese left-back signed from Napoli. I think he's part Italian. I'm not 100% sure. No, he's not part Italian. Although he spent his entire career in Italy. I'm not sure how he isn't part Italian. Now, he's not amazing, but he's only cost £6 million, and he is going to be getting a lot of football for us this season. And he's 28 years old, so he's got experience behind him, which I think is something that we've been lacking quite considerably for the last 14 years, really. You can also see a whole list of players here as well leaving the club on permanent and loan deals. Takiyanagi, Velasquez, Sane, Laird, Nathan Martin, I'm not sure why I said that weirdly, Villamaya to Shakhtar for money, Begway, could be his name, to RB Leipzig for money, Bram Dijkstra to Feyenoord, Keith Wooten to Blackburn, because he doesn't like playing for Dover, so I shipped him off, Kamis to Crewe, Piper, Dunn, Gomez, Davies, Sampaio, Lewis Rogers going to Southend, Tadai Bergent as well, also going out on loan to Portsmouth. We have shifted on a lot of players. And because we've done that, our first team squad is looking slim and the transfer window is closed. The biggest place where we have a number of players is centre-back. We have Barlow, we have Lines, we have Lambert, we have Soma, we have Benjaloon, we have Zawari, all as central defenders. But some of those, Soma is a key example of this, where they can play in multiple positions. We've got a lot of left-backs. Lines can play anywhere along the back and also loves a goal, apparently, if you remember last season. We've got 2 right-backs. We've got 3 left-backs. Jim Gregg might be on his way out of the club at some point in the near future, maybe in January, because I don't think he's really going to get much better than what he currently is. In the middle of the pitch, we are slim. Elliott, Jang Dae-ho, Andrew Bean and DJ Coadio are our only options in the middle of the pitch, but I think they are good options. Coadio, this is his season to become a first-team player. On the wings, Burns, Stulic, Darko, Basri. We'll talk about Basri in just a second. We've also got Hudson Santalan, Allen, Moreno and Matthias Rodriguez. So we've got a lot of big strikers. Lots of goals hopefully coming our way, and Anas Basri is hopefully going to contribute to them. I don't even remember whether I fully mentioned Anas Basri when we signed him, because he came in, he didn't have a work permit, so we loaned him out straight away. He's amazing. He is absolutely amazing. We signed him last season for £9 million and could not play him. Loaned him to Monaco in Ligue 1, where he played 22 times, scoring 7 goals, getting an assist as well to his name. But just look at how good Anas Basri is. The fact that he didn't get a work permit is nuts to me. And also, if you missed it at the end of last season, they have announced we are getting ourselves a brand new stadium, the Chris Kinnear Stadium. You know, the guy who didn't get them promoted to the Premier League and has been here for 14 years. A guy who was there for about 3 years in real life. But I mean, I'm not bitter. Definitely not bitter at all. I mean, there should be at least a Stuart Pearce stand. Because it is episode 1 of a new season, we're probably only going to be playing one match in this episode, but we've picked a big one. We are heading to Anfield, and we are going to be playing Liverpool. Completely forgot to mention, West Brom, Watford and Brighton we beat. I think I said Watford and Brighton. Brighton was a cup game. We beat West Brom 4-1. We've basically played some of the poorer sides in the league, shall we say. This is going to be a real test. The starting lineup then will be Pintea in goal, Barton, Ballo, Zawari and Tong in defence. Tong is going to be making his league debut. He did play in the Carabao Cup game and wasn't very good. Elliott and Coadio in the middle, Darko and Basri on the wing, Santalan and Hudson as our strikers. Our subs bench is arguably as strong as our starting 11 with Cabbage, Cameron, Soma, Alan, Lambert, Bean, Jang Dae-ho, Benjaloon and Moreno. Annoyingly, Stephen Burns can't be on the subs bench today because he got sent off playing for Crystal Palace and has picked up a 2-game ban. I don't even know how. When did he even do this? So he was sent off against Sheffield United on the 26th of August. We signed him on deadline day, I think it was. So he missed the Wimbledon game, and that's it. So he's now got 2 more matches to miss, playing for us, annoyingly. Now, even though we are 14 years into the future, I imagine Liverpool are still pretty good at football. They do still have Trent Alexander-Arnold. They still have Karim Adeyemi and Erling Haaland. I say still have, as if they start there in real life. Obviously, Trent Alexander-Arnold does. 11 minutes on the clock, and Liverpool have themselves the ball in a good position. Alexander-Arnold does have it as well. Crosses in. Darko gets that ball clear, but straight back to TAA. Ilic to McCulloch on the right-hand side. Alexander-Arnold to Ilic again. I imagine we might lose this game, everybody. I don't know why I picked this one to start the season with. Adeyemi, ball forward. Cracking ball from Adeyemi. Trent crosses it in. Zawari clears it. Ilic keeps it alive. Jarman crosses it in. Clayton Juanerio, could be his name, heads over the bar. First chance really goes Liverpool's way. But looking at those match stats, I think most chances have gone their way. Since that opening flurry of activity from Liverpool, we've not seen anything else. Darko is struggling. Santalan and Hudson also struggling up front. I mean, I feel like the strikers are basically just being played out of the game. They're being defended out of the game. Barton controls that well for us. Balog forward, finds Santalan. Darko on the right-hand side. Record breaker Darko finds Hudson. Can he finish? Francis Hudson can finish. Darko gets himself another assist to his ridiculously big tally. And we have taken the lead against Liverpool at Anfield. I was not expecting this. Like I said, this is a test of how good of a team we actually are now. I think we are arguably good enough to challenge for Europe. Not Champions League, let's be honest. Europa Conference League, I think, is kind of our level. Europa League at a push. If we can hold on against Liverpool, do we think Champions League's too far, isn't it? I mean, we're currently sat second in the table after 3 games, if it stays this way. Is it? I mean, it might be stop saying these things. Time's been flying by in the second half. We're almost on the hour mark. Barton's ball to Santalan, flicks the head on. Hudson, is he going to get himself a second? What were you doing, Hudson? What was that pass? It was easier to score. Clayton Juanario has it now for Liverpool, though. Somewhat of a counter-attack cross-field ball. Adeyemi, edge of the area, goes for goal. Pintea can easily hold on to that one. And is he going to go for a run and carry on the highlights? Maybe? Question mark? Yes, the highlights carried on. Basri's headed the ball down to Hudson. Hudson has tucked that ball away. It's 2-0 against Liverpool. So basically, Pintea had the ball in his area, eventually decided to roll it out to Zawari, back to Pintea, big lump upfield, Route 1 football. Basri lovely flicked header on there. 2-0. like to point out, if we score again, we go top of the league. Just saying, if we score again, we go top of the league, and then we can do all the stop the count memes and stuff like that. Is that still relevant? 14 years into the future. We've got the ball through Hudson, who is now also on a hat-trick. Number 7's gone off towards that right-hand side, lumps it in the middle, finds Basri, takes a touch, Basri passes it past the goalkeeper, and we are top of the Premier League. Not even a joke. We're top of the Premier League. It's 3 games. Fully aware it's 3 games. We are the best team in the world. We're top of the best league in the world. We're going to win everything. The FA Cup, the Premier League, the League Cup, the Champions League, the World Cup, everything. We're going to win them all. Right, let's do some changes, shall we? I'm not even sure what to do. I'm looking at fitness and I'm looking at Basri, and I don't want to bring Basri off because he's having an excellent game, playing essentially out of position. We're going to do Tong for Connor Cameron. Do we do Balor for Lambert? Do we do that? It's a risk. We're doing it anyway. We're also going to do Santalan coming off for Rory Allen. So we've done all of our changes, but we are 3-0 up and we are currently top of the Premier League. Did I mention that? Final 15 minutes. Elliott has the ball. Back to Zawari. If they score, we're going to drop down to second, and I'm not going to be too happy with it. Lumped forward. Finds Barton on the right-hand side. 4-5 maybe in the box. Barton passes it to Jarman. I mean, what was that? I don't know what that was. Adeyemi's going for a run. Down the right, keeps going down that right-hand side. He's got Cameron in the middle, finds Erling Haaland. Haaland tucks it away. The flag goes up. It's not going to count. We are still going to be top of the Premier League, unless VAR hates us. VAR does not hate us. We are still top of the league. Final 5 minutes. There's not a lot we can really do here, is there? We can't do any subs. We are out of time. We have beaten Liverpool 3-0 at Anfield, which in itself is ridiculous. Pintea gets an 8.2, Hudson an 8.8, Basri and Elliott 8.0s as well. We are top of the Premier League. Yes, it's September, we're only 3 games in, but I don't care. We are top of the Premier League. This is not how I expected Season 14 to start. We're going to have to look at the league table here, because if we go forward one more day, Chelsea are probably going to win their game, which will put them on 9 points, and their goal difference will be greater than ours. So we are going to probably drop down from top of the table into second, maybe even third if West Ham win their game as well. So we'll take it. We'll take it from here. 3 games, 3 wins, top of the Premier League. A lot of transfer business as well has been done. Next episode, where are we going to go? Do we go somewhere? I think we'll go sort of Arsenal and Everton. That sounds like 2 tough but winnable games. Why do I think we can win everything? We have won everything so far this season. That's why. Thank you very much for watching episode 1 of season 14 with Dover Athletic. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll be back next time with more Dover Athletic, and we will still be top of the Premier League. I guarantee it. I'm not paying out on that guarantee. Thanks for watching.